Okay, this two-color job right here is for screen print. It's a placed image, and here is a one-color vector version of that. And I'm going to create the two-color separation, including the halftones baked in, so it's ready just to print and burn for screen print. This is a two-color, so I do have some registration marks on a different layer right here that I'm just going to hide for now. So I'll start by selecting this vector and using the eyedropper to grab this gold color. On a job like this, I will screen print the gold solid like this underneath and only have halftones in this orange color. So with that, I'm going to create a copy and then add a layer and then lock the other two layers and target this layer and do a paste in front so it lands exactly on top. Now I'll come down and fill this with a gradient, and you can see that there's several gradients running through this. So we want to go to Object, Compound Path, Make, and now color it a gradient. So we just have one gradient throughout the whole design. Now I'm going to do this in black and white because we're going to go to Photoshop to make the halftone dots. So bear with me as I recreate this gradient, and I'll use this as a reference. I'll start by dragging this white end over and then option drag another copy of that black to the other end. Now I'll option drag another white to the left. And now I'm going to double click on this color here and set it to CMYK and set all the values to 0 except for the black, and do the same for the other end. And as you adjust these sliders, you really have to determine where that gradient is going to end. So if I decide it's going to be right at 35 on the location, then I want to make this one 65. Now I'm going to option drag another copy of this black and double click on its color and set it at 5% black and set its location to 65 as well. And do the same on the other side. Option drag, double click, and this 5% is the minimum that gradient will go down to and actually stop. And I'll set that to 35. And now to actually make the halftone dots, I'm going to copy this, jump over to Photoshop and hit New, set this to inches, 300, CMYK color, and hit OK. And now we're just going to paste this as pixels and hit return, and we'll flatten this. And you want to go over to channels and make sure that you see nothing but just in this black channel. This is how you keep your percentages correct. And this is where I'm going to split the channels because we only need the black channel. Now we'll go to Image Mode Bitmap. Set this to halftone screen, hit OK. 35 is the LPI or dot size. That'll let you put this on a 160 mesh or higher. And we want the angle to be 22.5 and the dot to be round. And we're going to hit OK. And now there's the halftone dots that you will print. So we'll select all and copy, jump back over to Illustrator, and I'm going to hide that gradient layer and paste in my halftone dots. Now I will have to bump this right into place. We can actually color those dots orange to see what it's going to look like, but ultimately this halftone layer and this layer will turn black. And it doesn't matter if it quite looks like this in color because it really depends on what ink you use. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And now I'm going to color this black and then hide it. And the same on my halftone layer. I'm going to click and switch that to black and then turn on those registration marks. And I'm going to select and drag this down and delete this top one because that will be for the solid yellow. Let me open up the artboard a little bit, and now this will be ready to print to a film positive and burn the screens.